Hi and welcome to another, well, I say gaming video, but it's a gaming and tech video today, and I want to talk about forward compatibility, and specifically forward compatibility in gaming. And it is a rare thing to offer. Backward compatibility, yeah, lots of consoles offer that, either straight out of the box or via some sort of converter. So on the Wii you can play GameCube games, on the DS you can play Game Boy Advance games, the Wii U can play Wii games, the Game Boy Color can play Game Boy games, and some systems did offer a converter. So the Mega Drive offered the Master System converter, so you can play Master System games on them. The GameCube via the Game Boy Player, which attached to the bottom, could play Game Boy games, and there are various other systems that could play older games via some kind of adapter. But I want to talk about forward compatibility, and it is a very rare thing to offer, and there are a number of reasons why companies don't offer forward compatibility. One is sales. Obviously nobody wants you to own a system and then release a new system but the old system can still play the games. The main example of forward compatibility outside of the gaming world is with televisions. All TVs were black and white, then they introduced colour TV, but your black and white TV could view colour programs, albeit in black and white. So that's forward compatibility. Backward compatibility is the fact that your colour TV can view all black and white TV programs. That's the simplest way of looking at forward compatibility. If we move that into games consoles, like I said, it's a very rare thing to offer. All games released for the NeoGeo Pocket Color could be played on the previous system, the NeoGeo Pocket, albeit in mono. Nintendo did this somewhat with the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color. There are three types of Game Boy and Game Boy Color cartridges. You got your grey ones, which are original Game Boys. These could be played on the Game Boy Color. Then you had the clear ones, which were Game Boy Color only, so these weren't backward compatible with the original Game Boy. But then you had this grey area in the middle, they were black cartridges, which were colorized. You could play them on a Game Boy Color in color, but they would also work on a original Game Boy in mono. So that's forward compatible in the fact that the games were in colour but also played in mono on an original Game Boy. They called this dual mode, and it's forward compatible. It's a game that was released for a newer system but would also play on the older system. And if I remember rightly, the Wonderswan also did it. So the Wonderswan Color had games that would play in colour, but you could also play them on the mono Wonderswan. And thinking about it, all of these consoles that I've described, they're all from the same era, so all sort of late 90s, early 2000s. It's not something that I'm aware of or have seen recently. Now the problem with forward compatibility is that the newer system has to be pretty much the same as the older system. So the common thing with the systems that I've just looked at is that really the only main difference is the colour screen. I know with the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color, they used the same processor. The Game Boy Color was slightly faster, but it used the same processor. The same with the NeoGeo Pocket and the Wonderswan. They pretty much were just colour screens was the big upgrade. So the hardware, the processor, the whole system inside both the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy, the NeoGeo Pocket Color and the NeoGeo, and the Wonderswan Color and the Wonderswan. Hardware in those machines were pretty much the same, and that's how they can offer forward compatibility. There's no way of allowing an Xbox 360 game to play on an original Xbox because the hardware inside is so different, and games companies don't want you to be able to play new games on your old system. It defeats the object. That means they won't sell new systems. It's a small little, I'm not going to say gimmick, but if you've gone out, bought original hardware, you don't want to go out and buy new hardware, you could still go out and buy games. So the games companies are getting some sales from those system holdouts that are sticking with their original hardware, but they can buy new games, but you just don't get them in their full glory or in this case in their full colour glory. So that's forward compatibility, a very rare thing in the games world. It's quite a rare thing in any tech. So let me know what you think. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.